Okay, I totally forgot to film this, but these are the brackets that was at the store holding up some shelves. And remember, if you saw that video, they were silver, and I said I didn't like them. And I said I just might rust them. Well, I had my husband take them off, and he brought them home, and now I am rusting them with the Dixie Belle patina. I used the iron and the green. But I had this bottom also done at the same time, but it just didn't turn out as rusty as this here, because these here were laying down and these were up, so most of my stuff kind of ran off. So I have turned them over after they dried, and I'm putting another coat on these here, so they'll get the rust patina on them like the top of it did. But I think that's really, it's rusty looking. It's what I wanted. All right, guys, I thought I better film that and show you, because they'll be hanging in my store and you'll notice them, I'm sure, if you see any more updates. Okay, I'm out here in the garage and I found this board. I really wanted to put slats together like this, but I found a whole board. I'm going to use it. He did have to cut. My husband took it out to the woodshed and he cut that much off the top of it. And then I came out here and I found two boards to put there. And I've got them marked. And I'm going to take these over to the miter saw, chop the ends off, and figure out how I'm going to paint it and what I'm going to do with it. This is going to sit on top of the stove to hide the burners at the store. Oh, I'm going to cut those down and take them in. Alright, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with the board. I've got those cut down, both of those, and sanded. I am definitely going to use the chickens, because I'm going to save my birds for, you know, something else. First time I've ever used the IOD rub-on, so wish me luck. I don't know what I'm doing, but I've seen a lot of people do it, so I think I can do it. Anyways, I was trying to figure out what to do with the board. I really wanted it white and then distress it back, but with the white chickens, I'm going to have, I think, go a different color. So I've been testing over here. The first one is the Waverly Sage, which looks gray to me. And then I had the celery, because I needed something light but with color. And then I thought, well, let's try a stain on it. So I had about this much of this stain left, and I watered it down pretty good to make sure I had plenty. And that's the color it is. I think that's what I'm going to go with. And I think that with the white chickens. And then I am going to put probably a little something here and up here. But first off, I'm going to start by getting this stained and letting it dry so I can start working on the design of it. Well, here's the color it turned out. And I don't really care for it. I don't mind it on the pine, but I don't like it on this cheap, what is it? You know, the layered wood stuff. Plywood. Just don't like the way it looks. But I'm wondering, because I know once I get done, I will have to put wax over it, because I have this and this will need to be sealed. I'm wondering if that won't change the color of it or the look of it. I don't know. And I'm also wondering if I don't give it a coat of plaster, because it's not quite white, and then distress it back and see how I'm thinking that might be what I do, is put a coat of the plaster on there and distress it pretty good. And then I'm going to go slowly. Okay, up here, I've done this to go, the farmhouse will go above the chickens, and the kitchen will go below. And I'm getting ready to cut that out with my Cameo. But I think while that's cutting, I am going slow, going to go ahead and give this coat of the plaster. I just don't care for that color. Okay, I turned it over on the back side and painted a little bit of the corner here, and then let it dry, and then took it out and hit it with the sander. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that looks better than that. I just do not like that on this plywood. So I'm going to do this to the rest of it. Okay, well, I've got it painted, it dried, and I sanded it, and I'm just kind of seeing, I did mark my halfway mark there, and right in here, and there somewhere. So I'm going to eyeball where to put this. I'm going to put this on first, and then that. So up just a little bit with that. And I've got my halfway marked on that page. I'm kind of bent it to see. I think that's where I want it. So I'm going to put just a little tick mark right there. There goes nothing. I don't even know how to get this down on there. Maybe I should have went and watched somebody. Okay, my halfway mark is right there. I think that looks, before I push it down on there, I'm going to kind of measure. Okay, that's about 7 1/4. And that is 8. So it needs to come over about 1/4 of an inch, I would say. Where is my needle one? I don't want it stuck. Just about 1/4. Oh boy. I'd say about like that. Whoops. But still, how's that happen? Still more. I think there would be enough, I would think. Seven 5/8. Now I can't see it. Perfect. That's it. There's where it's supposed to go. Now I hope it's straight. Oh well, here we go. Now where's my little rubbing stick? I had it here. There it is. Okay, I don't know where to start. I'll just start here. I don't know how to tell if it's going on. Nope. I must have really got to put some pressure on this. Okay. All right, I'm going to keep doing this, and I'm not going to have y'all have to sit here and watch me. Let's see if I can lift a little more up. See how it's looking. It's looking good. All right, I'm going to continue on with this. And then I'm going to put these down and stencil them on. And then I've got to get my side pieces and go out to the garage and glue and nail them down on here. We'll see how it turns out. It'll be good enough to go on that stove, kind of hide the burners. Okay, all right, I'll be back. I'm on my very last part of stenciling. And then I'm going to pull that off. We'll see how it looks. I just don't have much to go here. I'm on the last letter. Make sure everything is looking okay. I think that's it. Okay, I'm going to pull it up. We'll see what it looks like. Oh, better get around that R a little more. Where is my pen? And I just set this stuff on there. I was just kind of looking. These are the handles that I'm going to use. Of course, I'm going to have to wax it. Okay. This kitchen right here. Then I'll start weeding. Because it doesn't look much like much till you get it. You finish weeding it all out. Come up through there. Don't want to pull the paint off the or scratch it. Okay, there's on the kitchen. Looks centered pretty good. Looks even. I just kind of was eyeballing it. Come on. That needle is sharp. Come on. Is there one right there? I think there's one there. I don't know. Before I scratch it up, I better look at my screen. Let's see, I'm on the, oh, yeah, there is one in there. But I am going to, let's see. I got it. I got it. One here. I'm about done with this part. 2 more pieces to remove. Oh, I scratched my black. Come on. Get towards the end. Don't mess it up there. Okay. I think that's looking all right. I think it'll look good on the stove. Now, it's dry. Everything's dry now. I'm going to get my, erase those little tick marks I made for the center. Now, I'm going to get my clear wax out and just wax everything. Give it a good coat. But I don't expect y'all to sit here and watch me wax it. So I'll be back again. I thought I'd just let you know that I'm just using the Fusion wax. Just scrubbing it on real good. So this will be sealed and ready to go. Okay, I just couldn't leave it alone, so I tried on this one some brown wax over the clear wax, and I like that better. Just gives it a little more depth or something. I don't know. I just think I like it better. Doesn't look as clean and white, sharp. Yeah, I do think I like that just a little better. Makes it look a little older. Let's try it on this one. Take my rag and wipe it back some. Yeah, I like that better than the stark white or the bright white. Yeah, I do. Now, I'll move these, and I'm going to start and do this whole thing also, like that. All right, I have everything done, the two boards attached. Now I'm going to go in and get my handles and attach them, and it will be finished. Well, here's how it turned out. I brought it over and I've put it on the stove, and it fits really good. And that'll give me some place. Of course, I'll cover it, but when I'm making candles, I'll have a place to put my jars and pour my candles and my wax melts. And the IOD transfer it's easy to do, but you really have to push and it wears your hand out. I really couldn't imagine doing a full piece of furniture. Maybe it's just me, but it took a lot to get it on there. But that is the way it turned out. At least it covers the burners, and I think it looks much better than, step out, than the burners showing. And now I'm going to show you the brackets for my shelves. And here's how they turned out. I think that looks much, much better than silver brackets. It blends in with the fence, looks good with the green. I really like the way they turned out. And I've been putting stuff out today, and I can tell you, I gotta get home and get busy. I cannot fill this store. I've got to find some people to come in here with me. It's not completely the way it should be, or I'm gonna have it, but for right now, for today, I'm tired and I'm ready to go home. It's about 6 o'clock, so I wanted to show you the stovetop board and how my brackets turned out. So guys, until the next one, we'll see you later.